past year I've received countless number of emails from people all over the world telling me how inspiring the simple act of offering a stranger a free hug is. I've received a lot of other emails from people telling me just how dire their situation was when they saw the video and felt a relief at knowing that there's someone out there who cares. One of the emails that I received recently I'm going to read to you. I've been caring for our daughter who has severe intellectual and physical disabilities for 33 years and I am tired. I think the catch cry of most carers would be, I am tired. Tired of the lack of support, tired of battling on my own, tired of a government that doesn't care, tired is a way of life, and for many of us the caring role is not a role we willingly took on. It was thrust upon us with no options included. Well, now there is an option, and here to tell us more is Dave Carter from the Carers Alliance. Dave, what is the Carers Alliance?
The Carers Alliance is basically a political party set up by carers, for carers and the people that they care for, right? So carers can be anyone, right? You can be looking after someone with an intellectual disability, someone with a mental illness, someone with a chronic illness, or someone who's frail-aged. So it's really quite a wide spectrum of people. And the fact is that life pretty much sucks for a lot of carers. They have to work
Absolutely.
they work very hard looking after these people that they love and care for. The government support pension that carers receive is
barely existent.
Yeah, it's pretty much poverty line stuff.
Yeah.
Now, my mother is the New South Wales Senate candidate for the Carers Alliance, which is the party that I basically maintain the website for, and do a whole lot of other things that people in the older generation aren't particularly good at. The Carers Alliance simply wouldn't exist without email and the internet, because they're free technologies that you can access at any time. And that's how carers have actually got together and formed this network that has since become the Carers Alliance, because we've got people from WA to Queensland and Victoria. We've got candidates in several states, and it's all coordinated by email, and it all pretty much happens on the web because, we're carers. We don't have a lot of money.
Tell me about your brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about Nick. My brother Nick is 16 years old, and he has Angelman syndrome, which is a very rare form of intellectual disability, which means that he will never speak, which means that throughout his life at most he'll only have a handful of words that he can effectively use. It means he has a learning disability. He's pretty much permanently going to be the age of about 3.5 for his whole life.
What are some other things Nicholas has done where you just smile and think, I love having him in my life?
I remember there was one time when I was whinging in the car, and I was saying, God, Mum, Nick's so hard to deal with, and he's so hard. Whenever we take him anywhere, he causes scenes, and that's such a struggle. Nick had a little toy tractor, and he threw it at my head, and it hit me, and I was just like, ow, oh, and it really hurt me. But then I went, Jesus Christ, man, he's my brother, and he gets shitty if I whinge about him. And at the end of the day, Nick is my brother, and the stuff that makes me love him is the fact that he wants to spend time with me and watch films with me, no matter what I'm doing. And it's just cool to have someone like that. It's like, he doesn't understand really when I have an exam. I can tell him to bugger off, but he's like, damn it, you were going to watch Patch Adams again. And that's really sweet. And then I do, and it's really cool. This is the thing about care. It's that it affects some people in a minor way, like you might know someone that cares, and it affects some people in a really dramatic way. And they're the people you're less likely to know, because they're the kinds of people that can't leave the house. They're the kind of people whose lives are entirely dominated by care.
My grandfather is blind, and when my grandmother passed away, he had no one to care for him. He couldn't get around his own house, and we were looking into getting someone to care for him, or having a family member kind of sacrifice the time and effort that it takes. And what they offer carers is just barely, you can't survive on it. So I know exactly where you're coming from. It's just horrid.
Yeah, and so that's the motivation. We're talking about people that are so desperately exhausted from the roles that they have caring for their loved ones, that even despite all of that exhaustion, they've decided this is so screwed up. If we don't do something about this, it's going to be like this forever.
So what do you need from people other than votes?
Okay, well, we need people to tell their friends. We need people to spread word of mouth. We need people to send links. We need people to just get involved in their campaign as any way that they can. We need people to jump on our website. We need people to join our Facebook group. We need people to really just raise awareness about us, because we are not going to be able to reach people through the television.
Thank you very much, Dave, for dropping by.
No
It's
worries. It's been a
fantastic.
pleasure.
It's been very enlightening. There are so many things that I didn't know about. And believe me, I'm going to be looking for Carers Alliance on my Senate ballot for.
Why do they call it cargo when it's being transported by a ship? But when it's being transported by a car, it's called a shipment.